Sam, your time is coming. I said it's a big day because this is the day that you get to redeem yourself. We luckily allowed you to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with us earlier this week, kicked back a couple of Coronas, and gave you the time we thought you needed to prepare and to fully redeem yourself from Gary Jerry debacle, the virtual mask versus the real mask. Are you ready? This is do or die. You're going to give us a little virtual tour of the apartment decorated in Corona, and we're going to make a decision right now, executively as the squad, if you get to stay or go.
Yeah, so you guys told me Monday night that it was my time for redemption. It's my redemption shot. So the very next day, I went out and about. I had a vision. For this. It's like, this is my time to shine. Most of it came to fruition, right? I think everything is decorated that needed to be decorated. I gave it my 125%.
Good.
My time to shine. And I can give you guys a tour. Let's go around. So you guys know me. I'm about warmer times and chiller vibes. I've been talking about that for a while. Coronas, find your beach. So I did a beach-themed living room.
All right.
Beach-themed living room. But first, let me just show you guys. I went
yes.
No, see, that's why I can't do this.
Oh.
The laptop. So what I wanted to show you, which, well, you guys will get a spoiler anyways, is I got this sign from Dawn's next door. Dawn's Victory Cafe. It's a Corona sign. And it says, find your beach. I got some chalk. And it says, beach side pointing one way, pool side pointing the other way. Did a little bit of arts and crafts. Corona specific memorabilia right here that I went out of the way to get. Bought a margarita to kind of, as a trade-off. Mm-hmm. So this angle might not do justice, but we're going to try it. So I got a beach here. I got the umbrella. I got an inflatable wireless speaker. I didn't open it because I kind of want to return it. I'm going to return half this stuff to Walmart anyways.
Fair enough.
Oh, my God.
I got a pool noodle. I got my Corona hat, right? I got a beach ball. It's all beach theme, right? In case you want to find your beach with an ice cold Corona, and then I got an inflatable tube. So this is like for the people that like to lay in the sand under the umbrella, right? But for the other ones that like the lounge chair, you sit in these beautiful recliners, right?
Yep.
And you just enjoy the ocean view. Can you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. I got a real palm tree. I got a virtual palm tree. I got some decor.
What was that? Hold on. Was it some girls in bikinis in the bottom? Was that like a family photo?
Yeah, you didn't let me get there yet. I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Right. I was just trying to show you guys up top, the floral decor. And then I got a little sign at the top that says, at the beach. That was at Target, basic Target. And then what's a beach without some babes? So, I incorporated some beach babes right there. How do you like that, Jordan? You like that, huh? And it's all got Corona theme. And then I created some homemade decor, improvising with my Corona 6-pack coolers that I have. And then I went out and got a palm tree and canvas. And then the home run here, which was very difficult to, first of all, inflate, second of all, hang. But I had to do whatever I had to do for the squad to get back on the Squadcast. I have a 6-foot inflatable Corona bottle hanging from a 20-foot ceiling. Don't ask me how I got it up there. Boom.
Wow. If
you put that standing next to me, it's exactly 6 feet because I'm 6 foot. All right, ladies, I'm 6 foot. And then on the other side of the chalkboard, it says, mi casa es tu casa, grab a beer. That means my house is your house for all the gringos out there. However, then I got some more Corona decor. Look at that. Then over here, this will be better for the MTV Cribs, 2BD Cribs video that might come out. I made a Corona ring toss I got a little thing here, and then I made 3 bottles, and then I got a ring toss.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did miss for the sake of the video. Then I got all these keychains, and I spelled 2BD. The 2 kind of looks like a Z. And then here we go. I got this Corona t-shirt that I hung on the wall. This is a commercial worn t-shirt by Tony Romo back in the day doing his Corona videos. And then I got more floral decor. And this is my bedroom. It says private beach members only. And then I got some more custom art that I made. Look at that. Got a little creative. Got the vinyl part here. And then, so find your beach. That's a figurative statement, right? It's your peace of mind. It doesn't have to be a literal beach where your happy place is. Could be fishing, could be poolside, could be out camping. But for those of you that aren't beach people, you know, I improvised and in the bathroom. I made a pool themed beach. So I got a kiddie pool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that?
We can see that, Sam. Wow.
And then I got an inflatable flamingo band can opener. And then hopefully my computer doesn't fall in the tub. This is the hot tub. And I got a beer pong setup with Corona, more flamingos. Oh, that might fall over. And their little floaties. And then I got my 6-pack cooler waiting for me because I'm going to do the rest of the Squadcast in the pool.
Ah.
And then I got a Corona inflatable here. And then that is the tour, the unofficial tour via a computer laptop. And oh my gosh, thank gosh this fell now because my 6-foot bottle just fell from the ceiling.
Wow.
So
last of the video.
So I think we all are thinking the same thing. Is how did you not make a mask, but you did all of that? like the whole time, every time you showed something new, I'm like, bro, like you just decked out your apartment crazy. Kudos on that. It looks dope, but
that's
you
a great
couldn't make you said you couldn't make a mask because you didn't want to go out and get the supplies and stuff, and you went to Walmart and got their whole aisle.
This is my redemption shot. I couldn't just not go out for this. Like, I'm gonna get in the tub. Oh, there you go.
Wow. Now that you did this before we let Jack respond, it must have broke your heart about an hour ago when Jack said he was too busy to come up and film this, because this is worthy of some detail shots, a little time with the camera, the gimbal thing, because Sam, I mean, you blew us away, I think. I mean, that was a true beach. And if quarantine lasts a little bit longer, I feel confident that you will be perfectly fine in there. You might even get a tan in there with all the good vibes and the warm rays that you brought inside your apartment. Very on brand.
I appreciate that feedback, Taylor. Yes, I was a little sad that Jackson was busy today, just because I watched 3 different episodes of MTV Cribs to practice my tour, and I had everything down packed. But, you know, we'll save it for another day. We're here now. You guys got a good idea of what the tour is in the time being. And then I got my flamingo bottle holder that I'm going to be carrying on to this podcast. I got my 6-pack right here.
Wow. Jack, are you speechless, or, you know, are you taking notes?
I have a speech. First of all, very impressed with your efforts. I agree with Jordan. Had you put 1/20th of this effort towards a mask, you wouldn't have had to do this, but I genuinely think it worked out for the better for you. You do look tanner somehow, so I think Taylor's right. The rays are making their way into your apartment. I have 2 things, though. First of all, thank God you're single, or else this would never happened.
Agreed.
And number 2, your ceiling is not 20 feet high. I don't know where you're coming from with that. They're tall ceilings. They're maximum 12. So you also said you're 6 foot, so that might mean something. But very impressed. I like it. We will film the episode this weekend, so don't worry. You just have to leave it exactly the way it is for the next few days, okay?
All right.
Welcome back to the Squadcast. That was a valiant effort. But it doesn't matter what I say. We have to see if Gary approves.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think Gary will approve, and I think we need to send this over to the folks at DiCrescenti just to let them know that we are really living the brand. We are not being slowed down by what's going on outside. We can have the fun, the creativity, the energy. And Sam, I think you could be their new favorite, at least. If you don't make amends with Gary, I think you could be a top contender with some of our other partners. So that's great. And I'm glad that you're here because we have a lot to talk about. This is the Squadcast, where we talk about all the stuff we're talking about here in the capital region. This week, we are sourcing our stories, as we do every week, many weeks, from the Albany Times-Union. The easiest way to get the Albany Times-Union, guys, even Sam could do it from his pool, is to do it on your phone. They have the Times-Union app. They have digital subscriptions you can buy to get the site online. You don't have to worry about holding a paper, getting it wet, dipping it into the pool, and having to multitask holding a Corona and a Times Union. So you can get it online for just as little as $1 a week. That's pretty easy to do. I think everybody should do it. Go to our website, click the link. You know the deal. First topic today that we got, Jack's time to shine. Why so many people are convinced that they had COVID-19 already. Raise your hand if you think you might have had COVID-19 already.
I mean, it's less of a think and more of just, I know. They put night sweats on the official list of symptoms now. And when this first started, I was sick for a week before everyone went home. And I know they're quoting people just like me in the paper right now saying, I thought it, but I actually had it. I was in bed with night sweats and hacking my lung up for a week. Yep. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Well, that's what everybody's saying. People are starting to research it. And this is what this one article says. It says, I've been getting emails from hundreds, maybe thousands of people telling me, I'm sure I had it. Not only do people think they had it and they want to know for sure if they did have it, there is a new condition called think I had it-itis. It is a condition afflicting people who experienced COVID-like illnesses that befell them long before the coronavirus was a thing. It happens when bits of news and scientific findings lodge in the parts of the brain that incubate hope. Oh, hey, maybe I already beat it. And anxiety. Oh, God, maybe I gave it to a bunch of people. Thoughts? Jordan, what do you think? You've been holding up, so you might not have it.
No, I mean, before I might have. Like, when I came back from the Super Bowl, when I was down there and when I was back home, I had, like, really bad flu symptoms. And I know, like, not everybody gets the lung stuff. So I didn't have, like, it wasn't so much, like, hard to breathe or nothing. But I had, like, the same blah, blah, blah flu symptoms, all that stuff. And when I went and got checked out, they said it came back negative. And I was just like, but one of my friends that I was around said that they got the flu. And so I was just like, maybe I might have had it, but since we didn't have the tests available, that's why it came up negative. But it was literally felt everything with flu, fever, night sweats, couldn't, like, at least I couldn't breathe through my nose and stuff and all that. But it was just like, you know, maybe I had it, and hopefully so I had the antibodies, but you know, I don't know.
I don't know either. My mom thinks she had it, and that's what makes me happy to read this, is that I pray that my mom did have it, because she's the person that I'm most worried about getting it. And she was sick as a dog for a week. She never misses work ever. She missed like 3 consecutive days. It was probably maybe 4 weeks before this really hit, New York State and the United States in general. The thing that I'm concerned about or confused about is, think I had it-itis? That's what we're doing here? We're just going to make up new conditions for people that think they had it? Is that a thing? Sam, thoughts?
Jack definitely was diagnosed with think I had an itis, because I remember when the thing first came about, and then when I first saw this article, I thought of Jack. Jack's been saying, "Oh, I had a runny nose a couple of days. I definitely had coronavirus, but now I'm healed." That is what I first thought of when we saw this article, that Jack is going to jump on this and he's going to say, "Yep, I already had it." But for me personally, I don't think I've had it, because I take a shot of my favorite vodka every day, in the morning, at lunch, and at night. And I always say a shot of that vodka a day keeps coronavirus away. And you can ask my friends and family who have tried my methods when they're starting to feel sick, and the very next day, they are much better. So I do not believe I've ever had it, because I've been sticking to that ritual for the last 50 days, and I am not holding it back anymore. And I'm trying to be like that lone survivor, like in a movie, that never got diagnosed with the virus.
All right. Well, before Jack rips you apart again, I'm going to just throw that right out the window, because what is Tito's, like 40% alcohol?
Oh, come on. He did such a good job of not mentioning another alcohol while he's decked out in alcohol.
We're at the beach.
I'm just saying, it's 40% alcohol. You need at least, like they said, like 60.8% of alcohol to kill the viruses. So guess what? It ain't helping. So hop off Tito's. No, I was just playing. But Jack, go ahead.
I don't really have much to say. It's just Sam justifying himself like he always does. If anyone has it, it's probably Sam. So I think we should all get tested.
I think when we can, we will. I think Sam's going to be a lone survivor in the sense that his apartment's decked out like that and nobody's going to want to visit it. So he's good on that. And I think I had it If it was made for Jack, great. Finally, we can put that aside and tell him that he had it and he's been diagnosed. One of the things, though, if you think you had it and you think you can still be going out and about, people are doing, is they are biking like crazy. You still have to social distance when you bike and take walks and go for runs. But here in the capital region, apparently, bike sales are booming. You can't get a bike anywhere. So one guy who owns a bike store called Freeman's Bridge, he says, we are working from morning till dark, taking only Sundays off. It's been a madhouse here. With gyms closed and the pandemic lockdown, as weather turns warm, more and more people are turning to bikes as a way to get exercise and get out of the house. Bikes are selling faster than they can assemble them out of the boxes. And this particular store where the man was quoted was selling 12 bikes an hour on Saturday, which he said is an absolute record. That's never happened before. And now, as I kept reading, the only bikes that are available off the shelf are anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 bikes. All of the normal price bikes that are like $300 to $500 are sold out and not sure when they're going to be coming back into stock. So I don't know. I haven't been biking. I would be biking if we had CDPHP cycles around town. I'm a little bummed about that, but I know Jack has another alternative to bikes that we're hoping Two Button Zeep could influence into fruition here in the capital region.
Well, first I want to give a shout out, not to the brand you mentioned, but to CK Cycles in Albany. CK stands for Charles Klarsfeld. Charles Klarsfeld was my great grandpa. He started that business way back when, and they're still booming. So I'm happy to see that.
Really?
Yeah, but
they're still around?
They're still around, and is now currently owned by Becky Daniels' dad. So talk about Smallbany. But despite that running in my growing up, my mom said she got new bikes every single year. I didn't really get on that biking train, though. I did around the neighborhood a little bit, but I was always team scooter. I was born to ride the scooter, starting Razor scooters. And then, as of recent, when I travel, my favorite way to explore a new city is their little electric scooters that Uber and other Lime people put out. And we've been advocating for this in Albany for what, Taylor, 6 months now? We talked to our friends at CDTA. They said they're thinking about it, but there's too many concerns to make it happen. So I'm saying it's time for Two Buttons Deep to make electric scooters happen. I'm just going to buy a few, and we're going to bomb all around Albany and have the best time of all time, because these machines go like 15 to 20 miles an hour, and you get 30 miles to a charge.
Wow.
And you don't even need to work like you do with a bicycle. So, I mean, I'm in tune. These things are dangerous, so it's not for everybody. But just know you're going to see me bombing around Albany in those come this summer, and I think that might be the force this trend needs to make it happen.
Jordan, are you team bikes or team scooter?
Well, with Jack's example, I'm definitely team scooter, because when I went out to San Diego, I was whipping that baby around. It was so fun.
Yeah.
But I do have a bike, and I was planning to, start riding the bike soon. But when I started reading that story, the first thing I thought about was like, this is just like New Year's coming into January, people buying gym memberships.
Totally.
People are going to be riding bikes for a legit, not even a week, and then they're never going to touch them again. Especially as soon as, like, let's say the first day there's 800 bikes out all the same once. It's going to piss some people off. Again, you still got to practice social distance and doing them. But then 3, people are going to get tired and not want to do it anymore. Biking ain't just easy. What Jack's saying, at least you can just roll around on the scooter and not have to put any work in. But, yeah, I just think a lot of people wasted their money. But is it a good way to get out? Yeah.
We were talking about scooter security when Jack and I had this conversation recently. And I don't know about you guys, Sam and Jack, our downtown Albany folks. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I've seen a lot more homeless people, beggars, people with signs. If I had a bike, which, trust me, guys, I shouldn't have a bike. I definitely can't have a scooter. I'm not coordinated enough. I don't know traffic laws. Like, I'm not allowed to do any of these things without being supervised. I would be scared that somebody would take it, especially now. Times are tough. If you're going to invest and find one of the last bikes on the free market, just make sure you lock it up and you're protecting yourself. That would probably be my biggest thing, besides like physically getting in an accident, because I'm just not good at it. I don't know.
Well, we're not in Clifton Park no more. You have to lock your bikes, and I think that goes without being said. Sam?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not surprised Jack said he's a scooter kid considering the shirt he's wearing. But on the other hand,
Oh,
I fully endorse this article because when I was in Q's for a few weeks, like a month ago, I got my bike from like I haven't touched my bike in like 7 years. I got it from the garage. My dad fixed it up. And me and my mom went out for bike rides every day when it was sunny. And I would go out to my friend's house, and it felt like I was a child again, right? You're riding the routes you used to ride as a kid. You're trying to see whose bike's out in the driveway. But now that I'm an adult, I actually brought a six-pack with me to ride to my friend's house for social distancing. So I'll be at the end of his driveway and we'll be having a drink, right? So that's a new way to think about it. That's a new way to socialize and legally socialize at a social distance. But let me put this in your head. Bike sales are on the rise and liquor sales are on the rise. Do they correlate? Is that illegal? Can you drink and ride a bike at the same time?
No.
That's my biggest question.
No.
I
No,
think
it's
it's
a
a BUI.
Yeah.
Is it really? Oh, well.
You could get a boating under the influence. So I think you could get a BUI, which is again
It's
why I'm saying security here. Let's just be, if you're going to ride a bike, you still have to be responsible, I guess is what I'm saying. I know I'm not responsible knowing the ways of the road, how to stop, how to start, how to get going. Jack's seen me on a CDPHP bike. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. So I'm going to hold off on this.
Well, it's
You
not
got
a
better
motor-
as the videos went on, though.
Yeah, I did. I got my confidence up. You know what? One thing though, that hopefully is being in the works to get the confidence up of high schoolers all across the capital region, actually all across the state, I guess. So high schools in the capital region have been quietly working with drive-in theaters in an attempt to plan alternative graduation ceremonies for seniors amid the coronavirus shutdown. So the only thing is that this hasn't been approved by the state, but the way they want it to work is that everybody would stay in their cars while pre-taped segments are shown on the screen. So basically, I guess they would have the ceremony, the speeches, and all of that, and then maybe call the kids' names out and people can cheer. So this is a one-of-a-kind thing. I think a lot of us, especially in our age group, we're not that far off from experiencing those big moments like college graduations, high school graduations. And it's sad. I mean, we're adjusting to this as regular adults that, luckily have jobs and have things that we can do and keep ourselves busy. But as a high schooler, like graduating prom, that's your world. In Jack's terms, that is your world. So I think this is a really interesting way to do it, but is it going to be allowed? Did you guys read up on this? If you could put yourself in their shoes, what would you be thinking as a high schooler if you were reading this right now? I'll start with Sam.
So my question is, I read the article. So are they pre-recording a video of them doing some type of walk, or are they like driving by the stage in their car, like kind of like waving? Do we know?
Have you ever been to a drive-in?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking it's a line of cars that are going to be, your name gets called, you drive and you wait. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to rent out the coolest sports car to use for my graduation driving. That would be pretty cool.
Not how it goes.
Yeah, I don't
Bro.
think you know what a drive-in is.
Yeah, when in a drive-in do you ever drive your car in front of the screen and
But
to watch the movie? Like to park, but not to watch it.
anyway, a graduation, I thought maybe they were just trying to drive by the stage, wave, get your name called, and leave.
No, what I see it as is they'll have the screen. Most graduations, what do you do first? You play a video of reminiscing the memories, the pictures, all those stuff. They'll play that. They'll have one person on stage that will be announcing names over the speakers, and then that kid can just walk up, get handed anything, or even not even handed it. They could just grab their thing and then walk back to their car, and everybody can just clap from their car.
Yeah, it's
I
like a
think
big
it's
tailgate.
Yeah, I think it is absolutely a great idea, really cool idea, and drive-in theaters have actually been dying, and I love them. I cherish them as a kid. They were the best, even though I never got through to the second movie when I was younger. I
No.
always fell asleep. But it's one way to bring drive-in theaters back, keep them alive. Two, especially with social distance and movie theaters aren't going to be a thing, and when they do start up, you do have to sit probably seats apart. So we need to bring the drive-ins back for the movies themselves, and this is a great idea. So I'm all about it.
Jack, we were on a stage with thousands almost of people in the audience. What do you think of doing it drive-through style?
I mean, yeah, coming from Shenandoah, I'm thinking like, how the hell would everyone fit in a drive-in? But I understand some will. I don't see how this is any different than virtual. You're still physically separated. You're still all watching some material on a screen, and you can't really hear each other. So I get it, and I understand everyone's throwing stuff at the wall. My bet is this won't go through. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's cool, but not nearly as practical considering everyone will have to go there. They'll have to rent it, yada, yada.
Right.
It's a drive-in theater. You go there to like hook up in the back of your car. You're going to feel weird sitting with your family waiting for your award. I don't think it fits.
In the same place you got your first OTP HJ. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
HJ, I think I can put the pieces together, but what's OTP?
Over the pants.
I highly doubt this is going to happen. I had a couple conversations today just about how truly conservative the governor is going to be in opening up, especially Albany, because we're the capital, because he's based here, because we have a national spotlight. I like the idea because I think it's like your high schoolers like coming of age, like first tailgate, because your parents would totally want like Bloody Marys and open the trunk up. And I like the idea that if this went through and you turned the radio up and you heard the speeches and it was pre-recorded, you could at least hear the cheering, which does get old if you graduate with 800 people like Jack and I did. But that's like the coolest part of graduation is like who gets loud, who gets excited. And it would at least be a way for these kids to have something physical, because nothing that I've done so far virtually can replace physical things. You know, like it's just, this is great, but like it's not like being with you guys.
I feel like it just needs to be done because either way, the cars are parked. You're 6 feet apart. So you can reverse your car, get out, be standing in front of your car with snacks, with food, with your chips, just like you would at the drive-ins.
Right.
So the social distancing is there. But I just think it should be something that needs to be pushed because it's an accomplishment. As you said, there's nothing virtual that compares to physical. This could just, feel like they won something, feel like they made a difference, that they actually were able to get some set of normalcy back, even though it wouldn't be the same, but it'd be something at least. Because, I would be that kid, like, I'd be excited for this idea. But if it got shut down and they're like, but we're going to plan a virtual one, I'd be like, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to participate because, again, that virtual sucks. So I hope it gets passed. For schools like your nice old bummy Shenandoah school, they would have to just do like 3 groups. But we still beat you guys in football. So
nice old bummy. Is that what you just described as?
Because I'll admit it's nice, but I'm mad and I have resentment. So bum. Yeah.
And
we get it. Not the first time we've heard it. But listen, we got one last thing to talk about here on the Squadcast this week. And it's a special topic to all of us. We got them. We love them. We want to talk about our moms for a second because we have Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. There's a lot of great local businesses that you can support, whether you want to do takeout for your mom, send flowers to your mom, buy a gift card for your mom, or you could give your mom the greatest gift of all, which is a win on the Capital Region's Best Dressed of the Week Mom Edition. We want to see everybody's fashionable, cute, quirky, silly, fun, loving moms on the gram. This is, I think, potential to be one of our biggest contests yet, because if you got a mom, you love your mom. I feel bad for all the people who can't be physically with their moms, whether they're social distancing or worse, their mom is not with us for some reason. That's why these holidays are always hard. I think it's like you don't want to be too proud and too excited, but either way, a lot of mom love going on. And I think this is a great special edition for the best dress while we're in quarantine. Will any of you guys be submitting to me your mom?
Submitting? Yeah. So
Sam, you have way too many questions. Like this is not a would you rather. We're like, wait.
Yo, Jack.
I'm just saying, Sam, I think Sam's mom would do well.
Where did you get my looks from? Like
you got the short side of the stick with that one. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I think my glasses might be a little fogged. What you say?
Yeah, this is getting weird.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna submit my mom because again, I never got best dressed, and even though I should have, but it's okay. But my mama, she know how to dress. She fly. She fun. That's where I get all my stuff from. So best believe she's gonna be on it, and she's gonna win.
So what are you looking for, Taylor? Like the actual best dressed mom, or like the most mom outfit?
Well, I think that's the problem that we've encountered with the Capital Region's Best Dress. We're doing our best to keep the contest going because it's fun. We want consistency, but I'm bending the rules a little bit, right? I mean, I know people aren't dressing their best now, so I can't expect them to either source the content or come up with something out of nowhere. So I want a pick that describes everyone's mom. You know, like I want to look at it and be like, that looks like a cool mom, whether she's going a couple buttons deep with her kids, whether she's hanging out in her garden, whether she's, you know, walking her dog, whatever it is that makes your mom special, whatever lights her up. Maybe your mom finds her beach in this picture. Like we said, that's like your happy place. It's our version of going 2 buttons deep, how we use that analogy. So it could be our followers with their mom. It could be a mom on our booze cruise. We had a couple of those. So I'm really just looking for good pics. I mean, the biggest thing is we want good quality photos. That's really what I want. I just want a nice picture. That's all I'm asking for. We'll make it easy. And the way it's going to work is we will take nominations all day Friday up until maybe around 9 o'clock Saturday morning. It starts to get big. This has been getting popular. We've gotten a lot of submissions. So we'll cap it off Saturday morning, post the contest Saturday morning, and then allow our voters to vote all the way through till 7 o'clock on Sunday night when the winner is announced. And we will be giving away a $50 gift card to Olive and June Floral Co., which has a retail shop on Madison Ave where you can order flowers. You can order some cute little earrings and candles and cutesy stuff like that. Moms would love it. It's a no-brainer.
Mm.
So does a mom get
yeah.
the gift card or does the person who submitted get the gift card?
I would hope that the person who submits it would give it to their mom. That would be the goal.
All right, we'll see.
Or the person who gets it, wins, they get it, and they're supposed to use that to buy something for their mama as a surprise. Mamas don't want a card, they want a surprise.
Yeah, you can surprise your mom any time of year, not just Sunday, because they'll get it a little late in terms of that. But you can show your mom love whenever, wherever. I don't know why Jack's
that's
laughing.
really risking it for a gift if you rely on winning, because you won't know until Sunday night at 7.
We
whether or
almost
not
did
you-
that.
Yeah.
We kind of did that with our Christmas contest with Crossgates. It was a little down to the wire.
We were giving away gifts on the 23rd. Happens.
But that's
Hey,
okay.
I mean, everybody does that on Christmas. Everybody waits last minute. But
And
Mother's
everybody
Day,
knows.
Mother's Day, you gotta be careful.
No, but you're a better daughter or son if you gift your mom any time of year. So if you gave her a little something from Olive and June 2 weeks from now, your mom would be like, wow, that was totally unexpected. Thank you so much. She might not even know that she won the best dressed, but I hope you tell her. Anything else, guys? I mean, that was a hearty Squadcast, and I think Sam's going to start getting wrinkly fingers and toes if he stays in the tub any longer.
Yeah, my legs are already getting numb. This is only like a 3 foot by 2 foot kids pool. So my leg is hanging over the edge of it, and my foot.
You're not going to return
What
that,
are
are you?
What are you even getting wet? Your butt cheeks and ankles? Like, it's not even deep.
I have to pee, so can we end this?
Ew.
Oh, please
No one's
don't.
judging you. Just go right there.
You're not going to return it. Wait, you could do the TikTok challenge.
No, there's too many people looking. I'll get stage fright. I'll record it.
Oh my God.
All right,
Wait. Record the peeing in the pool? Like, what are we talking about?
Oh, where you pee yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
new
TikTok
You
challenge?
want to do that, Jordan? You just pee yourself on camera, and that's it.
Nah. Sam, the fact that you even said you recorded later, bro, we gotta talk. Nah.
You never peed on the football field?
I have a lot of teammates who have, but I never had to. But still,
That's a question I want to ask you. Do the football players really piss themselves on the field? Because that's
bro,
gross.
you can't go to the bathroom during the game. So yeah, they peed and just sprayed a water bottle. That is a clear reason that they might have to. You're at home and you're like, I'll record it. You're right by your toilet.
Graham, it's a challenge for TikTok, Jordan. I'm here for the team.
Hey, do what you want to do, bro. I'll press the like button.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Jordan.
There you
Well,
go.
that's it. That's it, folks. I need a new Corona. That's the
That's why.
Squadcast.
Can we mention the elephant in the room though, and how I didn't get my diff glasses?
You did. I brought them over to you.
They weren't the ones I ordered.
Well, that's
Oh,
not an elephant
Sam.
in a room. That's just an administrative error on our sponsor's behalf. You're about to put yourself right back in the same hole you started from by disrespecting the people hooking up our company.
I was going to reach out to customer service, but I didn't. I felt bad because we got hooked up. But if I
Comes under
have
the
to,
free
Sam,
clause where you can't complain about things because it's free.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was a user error and someone who ordered it, or
You like the
No,
clear
the-
ones that much better?
the clear one. Those are mine, Jack. I think Jack took mine. And
These are
said,
olive tinted. You got straight up clear. It's not my fault.
Here, Sam,
Um,
let me get those. Let me get those, and I'll get you a different pair. Don't worry.
Wait, it was not an administrative error. I have the invoice, so I will show you that I ordered 6 and I only got 5.
No, that's what I mean. On their
yeah.
fault. We ordered what we ordered and we only got 5.
No,
They
I
get
know,
to
but then
choose
Sam
this.
questioned you. Sam
I'm
questioned
just-
you.
Sam, let me keep them. I'll take them.
"All right,
I'll give you an old pair I got.
Jordan."
All right. Goodbye.